And start. Hi, everyone. My name's Brooke, and I will be pitching my TV pitch. So I am excited to pitch this show as I have been writing my own scripts for ever since freshman year of high school. I got this idea from my friend's show that she was in called The Magic 8 Ball or something like that. I don't remember. Behind the 8 Ball, I don't remember the name. So my friend and I, Robin, started writing this show freshman year of high school or somewhat of middle school. And we performed it for her grandma. And we found out the show was 6 hours long or 4 hours. It should have only been 2.5. So she opted out of writing the shows and I write them all on my own. I did a Zoom production, realizing the show is 6 hours long. So it just needs to be cut down. I've had people say, oh, your show is awful. It's horrible. It's for babies, blah, blah, blah. But I don't care. I'm passionate about my writing. The themes in this show is friendship, romance, magic, and kindness. And it will be a multi-camera 1-hour musical comedy drama. And this show is similar to Julie and the Phantoms and the Once Upon a Time musical episode. It will have mystery and suspense. Each episode will end on a massive cliffhanger with that suspense, such as like other shows have that cliffhanger. So it will end on a cliffhanger to have audiences continue to watch the show. Julie and the Phantoms would be a recommendation along with Rebel and Misfits, all on Netflix. And then also A Week Away, the film on Netflix. Highly recommend all this stuff because they're all musical comedy. They all have that cliffhanger at the end of their shows. So that's how I saw this as. The show is called A Crazy Day. And it's about 3 girls get sent to a cartoon world and must find 3 objects in order to get sent back home. And then one girl has magic powers and must hide it from her other 2 friends. So the hook would be the magic powers and then like musicals. So the main plot is Brooke, Robin, and Julia are best friends. They're having a pizza party at Julia's house. And they find a time machine in Julia's bedroom. Robin decides to bring the time machine down to dinner. And if she leaves it on her pizza, she touches the button and the girls get sent to My Little Pony World. In the first world, they meet characters from the show, such as Twilight, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Rarity, and Spike. So those ponies decide to help Brooke, Robin, and Julia to find a way home. But Brooke and Julia are so mad at Robin that they don't want her to help out. They're pissed, which makes Robin sad and realize she has to sing Find a Way from My Little Pony. So she's a bit upset that Brooke and Julia decided to ditch her. But then Julia tells Brooke, you know what? We have to go back and get Robin. We know she made a mistake and mistakes happen, but we have to go back, which shows that theme of kindness. Like, I care for Robin. Yes, she made a mistake, but we still have to go back. And Brooke is really mad because she doesn't want Robin's help. So our main characters is Brooke Swan, which is the hero of the show. She has magic, but she doesn't discover she has powers until later in the series when Princess Celestia tells Brooke, you have magic, which also sets that boundary between Robin and Julia that Brooke cannot tell her best friend she has this magic ability, which makes Robin and Julia want to figure out Brooke's secret, but Brooke is nervous to tell him. It's like Fairy Odd Parents, where Timmy Turner can't tell anyone he has fairy godparents. So it's similar to that Brooke can't tell her friends, I have magic. She knows if she tells her friends, they will freak out and try to figure out what's wrong. So Brooke is very kind and smart and the leader of her friends. She likes to take charge and be controlled. So she likes to be the leader, the main character. So she has that aspect of Emma Swan from Once Upon a Time, who likes to be the leader and the savior. That's what Brooke likes to be. And then she also likes to be like Jenny Hoyt from Big Sky, who's like the leader of the cops and all that. And that's what she likes to be. Not like a cop, but she likes to be in charge. So her backstory is that like she's been bullied. We don't really find out who her bullies are until in season 3. So I'm not going to spoil who the bullies are, but we find out Brooke's bullies in season 3. We meet her main enemies, and then we develop more bullies throughout the series that have picked on her and want revenge. And Brooke's just trying to push all that bully stuff aside. She doesn't care anymore. She wants to be the leader. And now that she has this magic ability, she wants to learn how to control her magic, just like Elsa had to control her ice power. She has to learn how to conceal her magic and not show it to her best friends. She thinks her best friends love and care about her. And then Brooke sees her world as a fairy tale and thinks magic and daggers and once upon a time characters are real, which we do find out in season 2 that the characters are real. And then we find out Brooke does have magic and she thinks that's real. And we find out the dagger's real as well in season 2. And then Brooke kind of relates to Robin as Robin's a bit bossy and hates being the sidekick. And Brooke feels bad for Robin, but then gets pissed off with her. And then Brooke relates to Julia as Julia's been bullied too. So Brooke having these two best friends, they all work together as a team, like the Three Musketeers. And Brooke wants to get Robin out of her way, like doesn't care for her when Robin sends them to the world. And then our other main character is Robin Turner, which is Brooke's best friend and sidekick. Robin hates being the sidekick and wants to give her ideas and input too, but Brooke doesn't want to listen to Robin, which really hurts Robin and pushes her buttons. So she's like Donkey from Shrek. Donkey just wants to help Shrek out and pushes Shrek's buttons. And she also has Pumbaa from Lion King, where Pumbaa wants to help Timon out and pushes his buttons. And then like her backstory is she wants a boyfriend, but she can't find the right guy. We do meet Robin's crush in season 3 along with Brooke's crush. So we find those out later on. And then we find out Brooke has other crushes along the way. And then our other main character is Julia Finn, which is Brooke's other sidekick and best friend. So Julia's been bullied too, and she just wants to do whatever it takes to help Brooke out. But she does fight with Robin, but then she realizes, you know what, friendship and kindness is more important to Robin. And then she realizes, I'm being a bully. And then Brooke has to explain to Robin, Julia, you know what, we all just got to work together. We all just got to be kind and friend, even though Robin made a mistake. So then they decided to work together. So we do have other main characters. We have Jake, who we see later in the series. We meet Hades, who's also the wizard. We also meet the villains. So like Catherine becomes the main character later on. Rachel becomes the main character. Ben becomes the main character. The Swift becomes the main character. Benji. So we get all these other main important characters throughout. But Brooke, Robin, and Julia are the 3 main characters, especially Brooke. She's the main important character. And then we get other like main important characters later on throughout the series. So with the future episodes of season 1, My Little Pony World is where the girls meet ponies, and that's when Brooke finds out she has magic. The girls go to the jungle, and that's when they get into a fight, and then Brooke helps Robin and Julia show friendship and kindness is more powerful than arguing. They go to the sea, that's where they meet the Little Mermaid characters. They get turned into mermaids. Robin realizes she likes the sea more and starts to feel better in the sea, but Brooke convinces her, no, you can't, along with Julia's help. Then they go to a castle where they meet people from Beauty and the Beast, and they get turned into plates. And then at that point, they just want to be human and go home. And eventually, Rob and Julia do find out Brooke has the magic secret from Rumple, and she has to use it to unlock the door. So like the other stuff happened throughout the series. The series ends with Brooke just accepting who she is and being friends, but it leaves up on a cliffhanger, which brings us into the movie aspect where Brooke becomes more powerful than she thinks. She finds out her magic is more powerful than what she thinks she has. So that's how the series ends, is she realizes, do I trust my magic? Am I more powerful? And then that picks up in the movie. So it ends on a cliffhanger that picks up on the movies. So I'm going to share my screen and show a little bit of the script. Hang on. So I'm just going to show you my drive. So I have other stuff. This is the movies. So each has their own parts, which I have done Zoom productions. So this is the first season, rough draft. I'm going to pull up so this is the script. And it has the songs and characters. We also meet Melanie, which is Julia's mom, and then the narrator as well. So I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, then we have costumes, characters, the music, and then all the other seasons. Outtakes for just for fun. But here's what season 2 looks like. So that's all. They're all these just be edited. So that's all. Thank you all. For watching. I do have props as well, but I'm not going to run and get them. But yeah, I do have a dagger. I do have the magic as well. So what I use for the magic is just paper. I do have like the Once Upon a Time journal Brooke uses throughout the series. Like her pen, she writes her makeup that she puts on. So like when she becomes evil, she puts on like dark lipstick. So yeah. And then like she uses like post-it notes for her magic. When this becomes a show, there'll be special effects like Once Upon a Time. That's all. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Oh wait, I gotta stop.